G'day guys and girls, how are you today? We are back for another week. It's actually Wednesday. Haven't filmed anything so far, but we'll get into it now. We'll start backwards. We're out here in the shed, obviously. Just thought I'd show you what I got up to on the tank by the end of last week. I did get the other side welded in. If you watched last episode, you would have seen that I was working on this. So now I've got to just grind down these welds here and tidy them up a little bit. And then I've got to do the rust treatment on the inside. At the same time, I'm going to plug this up and make sure I've got no more leaks. Particularly where I've welded, there may be like little pinholes here and there that you can't see with the naked eye, but once you get some water in there, you'll definitely find them. So there was another rust hole up here, which I've welded up. But anyway, we're working on the XT today. We'll be back out on the HJ again Friday and probably... well, I was going to work on it Saturday, but now I'm going to the drags. We're going to watch the Pro Mods and all the other big, fast drag cars out at the Bend Motorsport Park. So, anyway, back up to the XT. We'll work on the HJ Friday for sure. We'll get some more sanding done, get the firewall done, and we'll try and get the other side pillar holes welded up, and then it should be ready for primer. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to head back up to the XT, and yeah, just want to shout out to David Clower. Is that how you pronounce your name? If I've got that wrong, sorry. He's a regular commenter, so I thought I'd give him a shout out. Good on you, mate. Thanks, all the way from the US of A's. So I've entered the Nissan Datsun Collinggrove Hill Climb Challenge in my 240Z. I'll try not to break it, but take it out for a bit of a squirt, see what it does. We'll see. I'll see if I can get into the 30-second bracket. That'd be fantastic. XT. So today, just got to do a spot prime on the bonnet. Rub down some of the spot primes I've done in the engine bay. I want to rub this down quickly so I can, if that needs a spot prime, I'll do it at the same time. This front section here, I'm going to re-prime because I think that was only in epoxy. Then it's ready to paint. Oh, I've got to rub down the inside of the bonnet as well. But by the end of tomorrow, this thing's going to be ready for paint. That's the goal. So I'm going to get flat out into that, and yeah, it's pretty boring, so I'll come back and let you know if I've got that far tomorrow. Yeah, and then it's similar sort of stuff on the HJ, sorry. I did start a new build series. I recorded it and everything, but then when I went to put it into the interwebs, into my computer, it's vanished from my GoPro. So I'm gonna have to start it again. It's lucky because I didn't get too far. Anyway, it's on the old 280ZX down here. So I'm trying to get it running. Just want to get it running so it's not static in my yard. I want to be able to move it around, but I do have plans for it It's not going to look like this anymore once I've done. But yeah, we'll talk about that when I try and redo that build series. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my face to the sun so I'm not a silhouette. So anyway, I'm back into the XT, and yeah, we'll talk later. Good morning, guys. Yes, it's Friday, so we are on the HJ today, but thought I'd show you where I got up to on the XT. So it's pretty much ready to go in for paint. I do have a couple of small spot primes that I've got to do before it goes. But yeah, everything's ready to paint. So get that off of there, hang on. Hold it. Pause. Yeah, I gotta get it. Look at that. Scratching my handiwork. There's another spot prime for me. It's alright, I saved it. Anyway, so everything's ready to paint. I've got to do a few little spot primes in the engine bay, nothing major. I'll do that next week when I paint the dash, because the dash and the B-pillars and the front section here are all getting done in, oh, where are we? They're all getting done in a satin black, and I'm going to do them wet on wet. So I'll hit them with the primer, then hit it straight away with the satin black. And while I'm hitting it with the primer there and there, I'll do my spot primes in the engine bay. Kill two birds with one stone, so they say. Anyway, it's Friday. Yeah, everything else is ready to go. I'm gonna get hold of the painter today and organise for when it can go in. Hopefully it's not too long, but yeah, let's go to the HJ. Wow, look at my broccoli, it's getting big. Anyway, into the HJ. So today we're going to weld up the other side holes in the doors. What am I doing here at the moment? So I've got to weld up these holes that aren't supposed to be here. They're for the end rust. And then I can get it back up the other shed so I can prime the rest of the body. And I've still got to do a bit of rubbing. I've got to rub down these door jambs. So these doors have got to come off. And yeah, and the firewall in the engine bay, I've got to rub that down too. But yeah, we're going to get stuck into that big time today, so not that exciting, but I'll come back at the end of the day anyway and we'll sign off, and I'm going to go have some fun. Well, that's it, it's knock-off time. Got a bit done on the J today. Got all this sorted out over here where the filler work was. It's all rubbed down. All these door jambs are rubbed down. I've got it all rubbed down across the firewall. This just needs a few little touch-ups, but it's mostly there. I also got these holes welded up in the pillars. So what I've got left to do before I hit it with high-fill primer is these door jambs. A little bit up here to tidy up, but other than that, I'm going to try my hardest to get primer on this thing by the end of next week. Well, I don't start on working on it until the end of next week, but I've still got to sort out the front radiator support, but key thing is to get the body done in primer. Then I can start blocking it all back and get it ready for colour. Can't wait till that's done. It's going to be awesome. I need the space, so it's got to go. Speaking of which, that one's next. But a little while ago, a few videos back, I was talking about how I was going to do this shed up over here. This one over here. So I could get everything out of this shed that doesn't need to be in there and store it in there. Kind of canned that idea. That shed can stay as it is because I got a new idea. It's my prerogative to change my mind, yes, but this is a much better idea. Where I've pulled this fence down here, I am going to see if I can put a dirty big shed right in this spot here. I've sort of measured it out, and I could probably fit a 15 by 8 shed in this spot. That's about a 5 bay shed with a little bit extra. Yeah, I'll have it long ways with the gable opening this way, so it opens out, and then I can have a hoist. And because it's so close to this shed, I'll have to most likely put a sliding door across here, so that when I open this door it doesn't open up onto the new shed. It might be okay. I'll have to measure it out because it's got to be 8 meters from there to there, and I think that's, yeah, this door's going to open up over it a little bit, but yeah, anyway, that's my goal, is to get myself a big shed, because, you know, so many times when it's been raining I haven't been able to push cars outside, and then I end up working all cramped up. The top shed that I have been working in, that'll go back. That can be my carport again. That can be where I put my personal vehicles, and yeah, I can work between these two sheds. I want to keep this room as my noisy room because it's pretty soundproof. But yeah, anyway, that's my plans with that, and yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to sign off here, and if you'd like to like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, that'd be great because it helps me out, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you.